What's good? What's good, my peopleizations? What's good? I see they not sending out my notifications again. Smash the like button, people. Let's work. Amazing. They're not sending out my notifications again. So let's get into this. We're gonna have a special guest on. Reality pop star Eric 415, Terry Smooth Jr., Sylvester Stallone in 2011, Mario Forster, Kay Causey, Rico Breland, Miss TTUK, and Benny's World. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. How you doing today? Retro to Life 79 Boston, Demetrius Bright, TSM 7, Sir. What's going on? Weedy, Muddy Gang Gaming, Elijah Lawson, Antone Wright, Frankie C31, Rico Lewis, Kick Science Social. What's going on, great brothers? Machiavelli Mafia, my brother. What's going on? Yeah, they clearly not sending out my notifications, right? Isn't that amazing? Amazing, isn't it? They're clearly not sending out my notification. Nato the Great. What's going on, great brother? So I'm coming to y'all early because I'm going to bring my special guest, my brother. I'm bringing a special guest, Jay Gadget. What's going on? Chaha Ben, y'all, man, y'all be having these names, man. Agent Orte, what's going on? Ed 1050, Adrian Dones. What's going on, people? So James Robinson, what's going on? Smash the like button. Jay Gadget, what's going on? So we're going to have a special guest. My brother Mickey Bey will be here. Fire Links, what's going on? James Robinson. And we got big news, right? David Da Vinci, what's going on? We got Errol Spence versus your Ugas. It's more than likely going to take place in March. Benjamin Irwin, what's going on? It looked like it's going to take place in March, okay? Judah, what's going on? Yeah, Batach, man. Y'all names, man. Y'all just, man, they give y'all the box to type in your names, man, and y'all just go take full advantage. Thomas Moreland, Brooklyn Born, what's going on? Let me go ahead and type in, man, come on, great brother. Ben Yahawada, what's going on, great brother? Appreciate you. David Da Vinci, what's going on? Machiavelli Mafia, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half on your boy Blue in super chat. Blue, you ain't right. Coming to us in the middle of the day. I can't get nothing done now. Man, wife about to be on my heels. She knows what's up every time she hears what's good, YouTube. It's your boy. Hey, I had to do it in the middle of the day because KO Boxing, what's going on? Mr. Punch Out, sir, what's going on? You know, the thing is, I had to because I had to do it when my brother Dwayne Fuller, what's going on? Southern T Boxing of Sports, my brother Albert Doherty, what's going on? Hey, I want to give a yeah, let me see. Yeah, we're gonna have a special one today, man. My brother Mickey Bey coming in, man. And salute to my brother Machiavelli Mafia dropping that half on your boy Blue. Chris Alexander, what's going on? Smash the like button, people. Let's get the likes up. Chris Craig, what's going on? They're clearly not sending out my notifications. I need y'all to smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. And I need y'all to support the channel, support the grind. So, and salute to the Queen Erica Bailey and her son LaShawn. LaShawn was watching me, 1 year old, saying Blue Blood Sports TV, drumming for life. What's going on? J Dub, Aaron Edwards, Gavin Washington. What's going on? Joshua Richards, my brother's keeper. What's going on? The young king, 1 year old, saying Blue Blood Sports TV, Blue Blood Sports TV, right? So, man, that hit, you know, that hit different, man. Salute to Erica Bailey and her young Prince LaShawn, man. Shout out to y'all, man, and I appreciate y'all 1,000%. So salute to y'all, LaShawn, man, and Erica Bailey and the young Prince. Appreciate y'all, right? And peace and blessings to the Queen, Gigi Denton. Peace and blessings to the Queen, Gigi Denton, coming supporting your boy Blue every day, man, and supporting the grind. Salute to Gigi Denton. Peace and blessings to the Queen. I'm not going to tell y'all who she is and where she come from, but peace and blessings to Gigi Benton supporting me. My brother James Robinson, brother in the super chat, dropping that halfer. Duh! On your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, Blue, I'm missing my Cowboys just to listen to you and the boxing knowledge. No doubt, great brother. So we got some great news, right? We got Errol Spence. Salute to my brother James Robinson dropping that halfer. Duh! On your boy Blue. We got Errol Spence versus your Danish Ugas is going down. Machiavelli Mafia, my brother back in the super chat. He said, LOL, she just said, you dropped the dub. I lied to you not. Hey, peace and blessings to the Queen, man. Tell her I apologize for coming on, you know, at this brunch hour. But my brother Mickey Bey, you know, we had to get this done. Machiavelli Mafia, Get Money Family, what's going on? Donald Favors, DOG 215, Eric Stewart, what's going on with y'all? My brother DOG 215. Anwar Willis, what's going on, great brother? Where you been at? Chuck P. Steve Ville's Boxing. Chavez, what's going on? So, yeah, Slug, what's going on? We got some interesting news, right? The WBA. Hey, listen, they started to feel that pressure, did they not? They started to feel that pressure, did they not? Huh? They started to feel that pressure, and now the WBA said, "Listen, we're gonna make an adjustment. Deal with it, TV. Yup, y'all, what's going on? AB, Sweet Science Examiner, my brother Jay Stoll, Frosty 504, Kai, what's going on with y'all? Slug, what's going on? Chavez, what's going on? DeAndre Carey, Charles Edward Cheese, my brother, what's good with you, great brother? Happy Sunday to you, man. Yeah, Tyron Willie, hey man." Woo, he went to sleep, did he not, boy? He went to sleep. Gilbert Rodriguez Jr., what's going on, young king? Wildlife Nelly Nell, what's going on? My brother Chris Rob Media TV in the super chat dropping that on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, salute Blue, finally we can get that Spence versus Ugas fight. Exactly. They did what they supposed to do. Jelani Everin, Clinton Jackson, Dre H, what's going on? And I want to give y'all a round of applause because y'all put the pressure on. We put the pressure on, right? And peace and blessings to Gigi Denton. Peace and blessings to that queen, man. Peace and blessings to it. AP, Sammy, what's going on? Jawan Ramos, Judah, what's going on? My brother's keeper, what's going on? Rob, what's going on? So appreciate you, Rob. Hey, smash the like button, man. They're not sending out my notifications, but I need y'all to smash that like button. Let's get the likes all the way up. All right. Jaleel Hunter, what's going on? Sammy, what's going on? So that's great news, right? So that's great news, right? Because, you know, we wanted that. It makes the Errol Spence Terrence Crawford fight that much bigger. Unscripted virtuoso, Nicholas Wilson, what's going on? It makes the Terrence Crawford Errol Spence fight even bigger. Dre H, what's going on? So now, just think about it. Now we're gonna get Terrence Crawford versus Keith Thurman. Hamilton still won. What's going on? We getting clarification in the welterweight division, people. Quincy Carter, what's going on? We're gonna know who the best welterweight in the world is by the end of next year. I mean, excuse me. Yeah, by the end of next year. Anthony Price, what's going on? By the end of next year, we're going to know for sure. Everybody's fighting everybody. Now, Terrence Crawford fought Sean Porter. I'm sure Terrence Crawford is going to fight Keith Thurman in the summer. I'm hoping that Terrence Crawford gets I hope he don't wait until the summertime for his next fight. I hope we get Terrence Crawford versus Virgil Ortiz Jr. Let's make it happen. Virgil Ortiz Jr. did all that talking. He did all that talking about boots. He did all that talking about Bud Crawford. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. What is Virgil Ortiz Jr. going to do? Nicole Birch, peace and blessings, Queen. What is he going to do? You did all that talking, Quincy Carter, my brother. What's going on? D. Will, what's going on? He did all that talking about he could beat Terrence Crawford. I'm calling Terrence Crawford out. Okay, well, Terrence Crawford is available now. Make it happen. So we should get Terrence Crawford versus Virgil Ortiz Jr. At the same time we get Errol Spence and Yordanis Ugas. Right? Wendell Jackson, what's going on? Judah, what's going on? And I think that Bradford White, what's going on? Ray and everything, what's going on? He said, you asking for too much. These guys need a break. Let them have it. Who? When the last time Virgil Ortiz fought, great brother? What you mean they need a break? A break from what? Terrence Crawford fought in November. Donald Faze, what's going on? Terrence Crawford fought in November, brother. I said Terrence Crawford fight in March. Terrence Crawford fight March. He fought in November. You got December, January, February, March. That's 4 months. Lance, what's going on? And when the last time Virgil Ortiz fought? Virgil Ortiz fought in August. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Brian Lee L, what's going on? Virgil Ortiz fought against Ugas Kavaliauskas in August. He can't fight in March? Come on, people. What are we talking about? Give him a break. Come on, man. Come on, what are we talking about? He need to get in the ring. Chase, what's going on? He need to get in the ring. So now Errol Spence, finally the WBA, kudos to y'all. The WBA did their job. They did what they supposed to do, not stand in the way of greatness. Chris Craig, what's going on? Chase, what's going on? D Knights, what's going on? They did what they were supposed to do. They didn't stand in the way of greatness. Marlon Green, what's going on? And truth be told, let me give y'all some real truth here. Is that Jahari Too Real? What's going on? Marlon Green, what's going on? The truth be told is that they didn't even decide this. Okay, what happened is Amado Carrillo, what's going on? Tito Perez, what's going on? What happened is that the Kenneth Pinckney, what's going on? What happened is that they paid Stanionis step aside money. So now Stanionis is going to fight Butev. As a matter of fact, I meant to text my brother, Bozy Ennis, Clinton Jackson, Adi Smith, what's going on? No, Nell Parker, what's going on? You know what they did, Clinton Jackson? They had to pay Stanionis step aside money. But the fact that they even had to do that is not right. Michi got game, what's going on? MPWTF, what's going on? They shouldn't have had to pay Stanionis no step aside money. Elton Spencer, what's going on? At all whatsoever. Christian Gutierrez, what's going on? So they had to pay Stanionis step aside money. If they didn't order the fight, they wouldn't have had to pay Stanionis any step aside money. You understand? But the fact that they ordered the fight, it forced Stanionis now to get some unwarranted money. They got him paid. He gonna get paid 3 times now. Full movie episode, Free Smoke, Freddie Jimenez, Herbert Johnson, what's going on? Now he gonna get loyalty over royalty. What's going on? Now he gonna get 3 paydays out of this. The WBA just got Stanionis paid. He got paid step aside money. He's fighting Butev, and he's still gonna be the mandatory for the winner. So he just got 3 paydays just because the WBA decided, well, let's just order him fight. Jay Gibson, what's going on? We should just order him a fight. So it seemed like to me they knew that they ordered this fight that they could get this man a payday. That's what it feel like to me. That's what it feel like to me. We ordered this fight, we could get this man a payday. Destiny Black, peace and blessing to the queen in the super chat, dropping that halfer. Duh! On your boy Blue in the super chat because you're a big bro and the 9 kiddos. LOL. Hey, she been stuck on this 9 kiddos. Hey, I can't help it, man. It's my favorite hobby. Say, and your 9 kiddos, Blue, who wins? You versus your twin Edgar. That's a pay-per-view, man. Y'all smash the like button. It's free. Yeah, smash that like button. Get the likes all the way up. Hey, the queen been stuck on this 9 kids, man. She like, hey, listen, give the wife a break. Give her a break. No, ain't no breaks. Hey, I tell you the truth, right? I woke up today. She see me looking at her toes, and she like, I'm out of here. I'm going to the mall. Kid you not. This morning I woke up, I'm like, and she was like, I'm going to the mall. Like, hold on now. Hold on. Don't you got an interview to do? Hold on now. Man, Samusa Lifestyle, brother in the super chat. Peace, bless to the queen, Destiny Black, dropping that half. Get up on your boy Blue. Man, Samusa Lifestyle, brother in the super chat. Salute, Blue Blood, and finally in Rock's voice, hint IG. And I'm locked in 1,000%. And I got Big EJ stopping Ugas between 7 and 11. Let's go. 2022 going to be lit. That's a fact. Slim Creeper, what's going on? That's a fact, man, Samusa Lifestyle. That's a fossil fact. Hey, Terrence Crawford is going to be able to get all the fights he wanted. Chantel Hill, Klotz, Mark Osborne, what's going on? Mark Miller, Anthony Price, Brooklyn Bourne, what's going on? Terrence Crawford is now going to get all the fights he wants. All the fights Terrence Crawford wants, he's now going to get, people. He's now going to get all the fights. He could get the Keith Thurman fight. He got the Porter fight. And now he still could get the Errol Spence fight. He could get Virgil Ortiz fight. He could get all of the fights to solidify himself and his legacy. Marky Dan 123, my brother in Super Chase said, I was high as a kid last night when Woodley got slept. I literally fell out of the chair laughing. My boy did MMA power with them knees and elbows. He was slamming them. I'm like, come on, Woodley, man. I knew it was coming. Hey, Marky Dan, didn't I tell you it was coming? I said, bro, he's not a boxer. Bless 365, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? St. Louis Mick, my brother. Bobo, what's going on? Mr. Kaboom, what's going on? He said you could have WBA got a piece of that step aside, man. Oh, yeah, it did. Knuckle Gamble, what's going on? D Will, my brother. Southern T Boxing and Sports, my brother. Go subscribe to my brother, Southern T Boxing and Sports. My brother D Will in the super chat. Salute to my brother D Will in the super chat. Maya Egypt, peace and blessings to your queen. Gator Nation 78. What's going on, great brother? Z Stacks 1017. What's going on? My brother Southern T said, Blue said, my favorite hobby. Yeah, it's my favorite hobby. I ain't even going, I can't even front to y'all. Jay Davis, what's going on? I can't even make it up. Frankie C31, Gennaro Vasquez, what's going on? I ain't even making it up to y'all. Guy Cayman, what's going on? B Fitness. I ain't even making it up. D Hat Boy, all business. What's going on, great brother? Louis Hidalgo, what's going on? Majid, what's going on? If I call her right now, she's going to be like, leave me alone. Devin Blocker, Louis Hidalgo, what's going on? Smash the like button, people. You see they playing with we had 550 people. Now it's at 490. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes all the way up. Let's get them likes all the way up, man. We got 200 likes and we got 550 people. We don't even have 200 likes. We got 190 likes and we got 550 people. Mike Angel, what's going on? Smash the like button. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in the house. It's free. Get the likes all the way up. Bradford White, what's going on? Stedman Paget. Corey Hill, what's going on? Come on, it's mid-afternoon. I'm back with y'all again, and I got to ask y'all to smash the like button. Come on, wipe your feet before you come inside. Support the channel and wait for my brother Bay to come on in. J Dub, what's going on? Yeah.
If we go to the movies today, can Jay come with us?
Yeah, if we go. Get the likes up to 500, man. We should have 500 likes right now. What are we doing? Boxing Gems, what's going on? We should have 500 likes. What are we doing? Peace and blessings to the queen, Destiny Black, back in the super chat. She said, Blue, what the was that weird stoppage with the model fight last night? I was confused. Hey, man, boxing is see, this is what I do, right? I watch boxing. Certain things, certain boxing matches, it's just entertainment, and I just accept it as such. It's just entertainment. And sometimes Wendell Jackson, what's going on? Some fights, some situations, some certain scenarios is just entertainment. See, boxing is the only sport that you could just pick up and decide to compete with. And people actually think that they can compete and participate in the sport of boxing. Why? Because they pick it up. See, nobody plays football as a form of cardio. Nobody plays baseball as a form of cardio. Now, you may play basketball to a certain extent as a form of cardio, but not even that. You got to be somewhat of an athlete to even choose basketball as a form of cardio, right? Most athletes play basketball as a form of cardio, but your random person off the street don't participate in basketball as a form of cardio. They don't participate in hockey as a form of cardio. You don't participate in wrestling as a form of cardio. You don't participate in UFC as a form of cardio. But you can participate in boxing. You go to your local gym, and suddenly at your local gym, suddenly you can just pick up boxing, pick up a pair of gloves, and you could be the least experienced person. Pick up a pair of gloves, and it's the best form of cardio, because it is. But it gives people the impression that they can actually do this once you, Milo 88, what's going on? Mr. Punch Out, what's going on? Benjamin Rafard, Yashua Ben Yisrael, what's going on? Free Bonds 509, Bands 509, what's going on? Kwame Love, Nathan Ford, 7 Trillion, what's going on? Starry Life, what's going on? Professor X, full movie episode. Tiana Scott, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Chidi Bay Life, what's going on? He said, Blue, don't do this interview with Mickey Bey. Why not? Liddy McGuire, what's going on? Mansa Musa, Lifestyle, brother in Super Chat, said, Bud beats Boots, 50-50. If Bud beats Boots, 50-50, right? 50-50, 45 still Spence. Oh, if Bud beats Boots, can he get 50-50, or is it still 55-45? It's still Liddy McGuire. What's going on? The problem is, if he beats Boots, right? They're going to downplay Jerron Ennis. They're going to tell you, the boxing world is going to tell you, well, he was inexperienced. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. Get the likes to 600. Smash the like button and get the likes to 600. They're going to tell you, he didn't do this. He didn't do that. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. That's what they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you he's not experienced. He wasn't this. They're going to downplay it. That's what the sport of boxing does. And then you got to factor in pay-per-views. That's still going to be, a situation where it just is what it is. So star status, that's a great win for him, but it's not going to bolster. It's just Boots is just not a household name yet. If he was a household name, for sure. And then you got to factor in, can he even beat Boots? So, it's a lot that goes into that. But I say if he beats Virgil Ortiz and Keith Thurman, 55-45, even 50-50 at that point. I don't care. Why not? If he beats Virgil Ortiz and Keith Thurman and Sean Porter, he beats Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, and Virgil Ortiz going into the Errol Spence fight for undisputed. Why not? Ricky Chino, brother in the Super Chat, where you been at, brother? He says, salute, King. I've been tuning in, bro, but why nobody tell me Frank Gore got more by a bit? Hey, listen, man. Hey, I was watching that, and even then, right? Randy Hernandez, what's going on? Burgess Meredith, what's going on? So now, even then, J-Town 720, BFM Cuddy, what's going on? Hey, Ricky Chino, even in an exhibition format, right? G Code, what's going on, great brother? Mr. Kaboom, Eiffel Shaheen, what's going on? Even in an exhibition with a basketball player and a football player that has no qualms. Hey, y'all hear my dogs? Y'all hear the little bells? They are quietly wrestling. They've been quietly wrestling since I started for about 30 minutes. So anyway, even in that situation, the judges still couldn't get it right. You watch Frank Gore lose every single round, and the judges still said, yeah, well, I thought Frank Gore won the fight. What? Hoodie Smoke, brother in Super Chat. Willie needed blue and Shannon in his corner. Hashtag throwing the towel. Let's go, champ. Facts. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 600. Don Wells, what's going on? Carlton Penn, what's going on? Y'all hear them, right? You hear the bells? Just if I turn the camera, they're just quietly getting it in. Quietly. There's no barking. There's no nothing. Quietly, because they know I'm going to tell them to stop. But the judges, Hexaking Greenhorn, what's going on? The judges still found a way to mess it up. Amazing. Ryan Wright, what's going on? Amazing. Frank Gore, look, I'm a 49er fan, so y'all know I was going for Frank Gore. Lord Shakim, what's going on? Y'all know I was going for Frank Gore. But how did the judges say, yeah, well, I thought Frank Gore won the fight. Not won a few rounds, but he won the fight. Robert Singleton, what's going on? Are you kidding me? Destiny Black, peace, blessed to the queen in Super Chat once again. She said, Blue, when Boots throw punches, he opens himself up to be counted. He's definitely too green for Bud or Spence, in my opinion. See, and that's the thing, right? Spade up 36, Raphael Bell, what's going on? And that's the thing where experience kicks in. But you also got to factor into Destiny Black that he knows who he's in the ring with. For instance, Floyd Mayweather, right? When Floyd Mayweather fights certain fighters, he took hits against Cotto, Marcos Maidana. He took hits against, Chop Chop Corley. He took hits against Zab. He took hits against, Emmanuel Augustus. He didn't have a choice, right? But he took hits in those fights, right? But when Floyd Mayweather fought the best that was to offer, when he fought Pacquiao, when he fought when he fought Pacquiao, when he fought Canelo Alvarez, and he fought, guys that he knew this ain't the game to play with them, well, he ain't get hit at all. So I think it's the same situation with Boots, right? You ain't going to see him get hit at all. I mean, not that they can't hit him. Kimber 4509, what's going on? What I mean is he going to tighten up those little corks that we see. When he was in there, Thomas Delorme didn't respect him. Last night, for instance, Destiny, Amanda Serrano, she was teeing off on a girl. Hey. I knew it was just a matter of time for y'all to do something that you ain't supposed to. So Amanda Serrano was leaving herself wide open to get hit and get counted last night because of who she was in the ring with. Christian Gutierrez, brother in Super Chat, said, what you think about the Zurdo Gonzalez? What do you think now that Zurdo is the mandatory for Bivol? I think he can beat Bivol. Big, strong. Don't you do it. Get away from there. Shot. Get away from there. So I think he could beat Bivol. I'm not a big fan of Bivol's style of fighting. I think that Bivol is, is very basic, and I think the pressure style of Zurdo and the size of Zurdo would be maybe too much for Bivol. I don't think he could keep Zurdo off of him. Mansa Musa Lifestyle, brother in the Super Chat once again. Devin Blocker, my brother, what's going on? He said, I got Boots cooking Bud, no cap. Spence stops Boots. Hey, see, that's the thing, right? Yes, it is, Bus 365. Yes, it is. So DJ Zion Love, what's going on? James S, what's going on? So however you see it, so choose. Like, see, Destiny could say she don't think that Boots is ready. My brother Mansa Musa's Lifestyle says that I think Boots could beat Bud, but he'll lose to Spence. There's some people that say Boots beats Spence and he beats Bud, right? So, but that's what's exciting. That's what we're supposed to be having. That's the conversation we're supposed to be having. That means DJ Zion Love, what's going on? That means we got some serious talent on deck. Timothy Paul, KS, what's going on? Sherman Callahan, what's going on? You understand? John Love, what's going on? Toon, my brother, what's going on? Quincy Carter, brother in Super Chat, he said it's exactly for Boots to look good against Delorme and Lipinets, but it's different against the elites. Yeah, against the elites, he got it. Of course, when he fight Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, ain't no way he got to be defensively responsible. I mean, that's a given. You understand what I'm saying? That's just a given. Like, you fight those dudes, you got to be defensively responsible. You see what I'm saying? You can't be in there just, winging away. Now he because it's away. Get away from this. No, move away. You have to be defensively responsible. You understand what I'm saying? When you're fighting those level of guys. 3 Will, hey, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He says, salute Blue, Crawford needs to make some business moves to earn 50-50. He can't make that up in the ring while Spence is still selling out and doing more pay-per-views. Bud is behind, and he should accept that. I agree. Salute to my brother 3 Will. Hey, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute to my brother 3 Will. Hey, appreciate you, great brother. Hey, we got 700 people and we still don't have 500 likes. 700 people, we still don't have 500 likes. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me, right? Get the likes all the way up. 589 Leash, what's going on? Mickey Bey with his career. My brother Toon said, what's there to what took place in his career? He wanted to tell his story. Bless 365, peace of blessings to the queen in super chat. She said, let them dogs live, Blue. I have 2. Now I have 3, queen, but they, you know what they doing? They taking the weavy pad and they ripping it up. Now paper gonna be all over the place. The Real One TV, what's going on? Model 666, 667, what's going on? Raphael Bell, what's going on? The Real One, what's going on? Gary Childress, what's going on? So Caleb Cooper, what's going on? So the brother Mickey Bey, he needs to tell C-Page 412 Gaming, La La Land, what's going on? J. Miguel DeVal, what's going on? DeValley, what's going on? Yeah, and then so that's what happens, West 365. They start, as soon as they see, they like kids. As soon as they see me, I'm doing my live stream, they know I'm not paying attention, and they decide it's time to get busy out here. No, it ain't. DVT gang, what's going on? They think that's the time. Oh, we could get busy now. He ain't paying attention. Ain't nobody here but me and them too. No, they know what it is. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes up. We should be at 700 likes right now. Get the likes up. You tell my brother Bay, he might be asleep. He told me 1 o'clock. That's why I'm on early. Let me text him. Steve J, what's going on? La La Land said, check them dogs or they need discipline. Yeah. Nah, Partho Pratim Beshal, what's going on? Salute to India. Love from India. Salute to India. So the WBA, right? Again, the WBA, they didn't the WBA didn't the WBA didn't just jump up and do the right thing, right? What they did was Liddy McGuire, Gregory Isby, what's going on? What the WBA did do though, okay, so the WBA, Razzle 94, what's going on? My brother Mickey Bey will be in 10 minutes. Steve J, what's going on? So what the WBA did do, was they got Stanionis paid. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. Smash the like button, people. Daryl Jones, what's going on? Smash that like button, people. Stephen Taylor, what's going on? So the WBA, what they did do, what they did was, Wayne, what's going on? What the WBA did was they got, hey, you guys gonna go in the room. Omar Hamilton, what's going on? So what they did was they got Stanionis paid. Now Stanionis is gonna have 3 paydays. He's gonna fight Butev now. Now he's gonna fight Butev. He's gonna fight Butev, and then he's gonna fight. He got the step aside money. He's gonna fight Butev, and then he's gonna still be the mandatory for the winner. You see what I'm saying? He gonna get paid twice. 3 times. I mean, he gonna get paid 3 times. He gonna get paid 3 times now. You understand what I'm saying? Salute to my brother Kevin Brown in the super chat, dropping that half a dump on your boy Blue in the super chat. I still think it's too early to give Jake Paul respect as a boxer when he's never fought actual boxer. He's fighting people who only been purely training for boxing at the start of training camp, 6 weeks. See, but that's the thing, right? Kevin Brown. Because of his name, Dimitri Armstrong, what's going on? Because of no, you didn't miss it yet. He getting ready to come in 10 minutes. Because of Kevin Brown. See, we got to give him respect as a boxer because just because his name is so big and the people he's fighting name is big and you know who they are, we say we can't give him respect as a boxer because he ain't fighting boxers. But again, look at what I told you, right? Yesterday, Canelo Alvarez first 10 fights, he fought guys that wasn't boxers, right? He fought guys that had no fights, so they're not a professional boxer. And then he fought 4 guys that only had 1 fight and never fought again. So Canelo Alvarez fought 4 guys in his first 10 fights. 4 of the 10 guys had 1 fight, but they never had a fight before they fought Canelo, and they never had a fight after they fought Canelo. So they ain't professional athletes. They ain't professional boxers. You understand? And we can say this for every fighter. But the problem is, see, when the guys we deem Canelo, Floyd, our favorite fighters, Tank Davis or Devin Haney or Jamel and Jamal Charlo or Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence, they fight 10 guys because we know this is what they've been doing since they was 8 years old. We say, well, we give them credit for it. But he's a novice. He just turned professional. It's just that instead of the cab drivers that you don't know, he's fighting the cab drivers that you do know. You see what I'm saying? So Tyron Woodley is a combat athlete. He's a Hall of Famer in the UFC compared to a guy that Canelo Alvarez fought 4 guys that fought Canelo Alvarez but never had a boxing match before Canelo and didn't have a boxing match after Canelo. So because we know Jake Paul, because he's a polarizing name and figure, and we know he started as an entertainer, he turned professional at 20. He picked up the sport of boxing at 21, 22 years of age. Deontay Wilder picked up the sport at 21, and look where he's at today. So what if Jake Paul would have entered the Olympics and won the bronze medal? Will we give him credit then? Like we still got it. We got to take this into consideration. He's a novice. It's just that instead of fighting a local cab driver that you never heard of, he's decided to fight Tyron Woodley, who's a UFC super. There's no different. Tyron Woodley would knock out those 10 guys that Canelo Alvarez fought in the sport of boxing. You understand? Because he's a combat athlete, he could take a punch. And then you look at so you look at those guys, right? So Kelly Brooks said he don't know how to box. Of course he know how to box. He's a novice. More massive. What's going on? Happy holidays to you, great brother. He's a novice. What do you expect? Let me ask you a question. See, this is where he's getting better every fight. So let me ask you a question. Now watch this now. So when y'all say he can't box, Jeff Pierre Lewis, what's going on, great brother? Alvin McMillan, what's going on? When y'all say he can't box, now I want y'all to take this into consideration. KS, what's going on? In my opinion, what's going on? Name me your favorite fighters, first 10 fighters. And who are they and what are they doing now? Mansa Musa Lifestyle, brother, back in the super chat. He said, Boots to me is like David Benavidez to Charlo and Canelo. High risk, low reward. What you think, Blue? Is that in that sense of putting it? In that sense of putting it? No, he's even more. Crimson Fire, what's going on? Because he is just as talented as they are. Modell 666, what's going on? 667, what's going on? Luis Espinosa, what's going on? So he is just as talented as they are. He's just as talented as they are. That's the problem. See, I love David Benavidez. I love what he brings to the table. I love his style. I love his skill set. I love his approach to the sport of boxing. But David Benavidez is not as talented as just natural skill-wise as they are. So, but what he is he's going to overwhelm you. He's going to work hard, and he has power, and he has a chin. So that is like, man, do you want to take this fight with David Benavidez? When you look at Boots, it's like he might be more talented than they are. He might be a better fighter. He's bigger than both of them. And he might be a better fighter. He's more athletic than both of them. And he's younger. He's significantly younger. He's 6-7 years younger than Earl, and he's 10 years younger than Terrence Crawford. You understand? So he represents Easy Lewin. What's going on? He represents them. See, when Canelo look at David Benavidez, he don't see himself. He sees a tough challenge. He sees a roadblock. When Jamal Charlo looks at David Benavidez, he said, man, can I get rid of this dude? Jamal Charlo is more skilled. Canelo's more skilled, right? David Benavidez has uncanny fast hands. David Benavidez has, a sturdy chin. He comes forward. He's big, right? But he doesn't have, these off the charts, intangibles. No, they have off the charts intangibles, right? Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford are special, but Boots is like Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford had a kid. That's a problem. That's a Rubik's Cube nobody wants to solve. It's not necessary for them in their minds. Like Sean Porter said, we still Sean Porter said, man, we still trying to figure each other out, let alone putting him in the equation, who's 10 years younger than us. Man, we ain't trying to do that. Machiavelli Mafia, brother in Super Chat, he said, I will say, dude is a cruiserweight. Let him fight some cab driver cruiserweights. Woodley fought at 170 his MMA career. Something I felt about Conor. Same thing I felt about Conor. Well, but you got to remember, David Martinez, what's going on? You got to remember, he fought at 170. But how much did he actually weigh the night of the fight? He probably weighed 185. Cruiserweight is 190 now. You see what I'm saying? So Tyron Woodley, look how big he was last night. He's not as tall, but look how big he was. Look how tall he was. Look how big he was. See what I'm saying? So Boots is like Boots is like Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford had a kid, and we all see that. And why do I say that? Because Boots can fight in the same manner that they do. Narco Hampton TV, Eric O, what's going on? GS Prolific, what's going on? Yeah, look how big Tyron Woodley was yesterday, man. Roy Boy Florida, what's going on? Andre Edwards, what's going on? Man, that dude was huge last night, man. He was absolutely enormous last night. B's brother in the super chat dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He says, "Sup, big bro? Salute. Salute to you, great brother. Appreciate you. Bro, Drake Haney, what's going on? That dude was enormous yesterday. Look at Tyron Woodley's legs, man. That was his natural weight yesterday. That 170 ain't his natural weight. Michael Helton, what's going on? Khalil Israel, what's going on? 170 ain't his natural weight. Quincy Evans, what's going on? He said, Blue, you favor Ennis because he's from your area. Huh? How? First of all, you know Boots is from Philly and I'm from New York, right? I favor Boots because of his skill set. What are we talking about here? What we just be making? No. Now watch this now. You favor whoever you favor because they from your area. That's why you had that mindset. Brooklyn Finance brother in super chat. Do you see Jake beating Canelo in the next 5 years? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I ain't. Come on, man. Let's not get realistic, unrealistic with it. Music shown by Music TV. My brother, what's going on? Rob Jet Life, what's going on? I say, like, what are we talking about here? I don't understand. You said that because where are you from, great brother? Now watch this. And if anything, now watch this, right? Quincy Carter, watch this, Quincy Carter. If anything, I would favor Errol Spence because he was born in New York. His family lived 10 minutes away from me right now. Literally. Grail Sabelli, what's going on? Literally. So if I'm going to favor anybody, it will be Errol Spence because he's born in New York and his family's only 10 minutes away from me. Unbelievable. Armani LaSalle, what's going on? See, that's why I tell y'all, know what you're talking about before you say it to me. Chris Little One Taylor, what's going on? Repeat it back to yourself in the mirror before you say it out loud to me. Because that don't even add up. It don't even add up. So if I'm going to favor anybody because of my area, then it would be Errol Spence, PG Twin, what's going on? Dre Finance, what's going on? Chris Bernadette, what's going on? Arik Russell, NBA Rello, what's going on? His family, Cheese All Out Fitness, what's going on? Literally live 10 minutes away from where I live right now. He was born out here where I worked. So if I had any connection and favor anybody, it would be that. C. Coolidge, what's going on? I can't win for losing. I can't win for losing. If I say this, then then you say, "Oh, see, you favoring Errol because it is." Well, if I say Terrence, well, you favoring Terrence Crawford, it is. Or if I say Booty, oh, you favoring, man, y'all, I can't win for losing, man. I can't win for losing. Let me resend this link to my great brother Mickey Bey because he said he didn't get it. Hmm? So I can't win for losing, man. If I what they do, knock my cord out? Oh, my dogs are like my kids. I'll tell you. My dogs are like my kids, man. Hold on, let me what's going on? Charger's not working. What the? Come on, man. Not today, man. Smash the like button, people. Oh, man. Oh, there you go. Christy Trotter, what's going on? There you go, my brother.
Yo.
He in the building.
What's going on?
What's going on with your champ? How you feeling today? You can hear me?
Oh, man, what's going on with you? I see
Nothing
you,
much,
you
nothing
been
much.
grinding.
Yeah. It's early over there for you.
Yeah, you've
can
been
hear me?
grinding, feeding the fans. Yup.
Yes, sir, man. And tell them where they can find you. All those things, man. My brother Mickey Bey, former world champion, man, in the building, man. Yeah, just tell them where they can find you. Let me put up your Instagram on the screen though.
Oh, Mickey Bey Eternal.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so how you feeling today, champ?
Oh man, I'm good.
Hey, man. Hey, people been I was people was like, yo, you need to get Bay on the show, man. So and talk about, and I'm like, man, I was supposed to every time I come to Vegas, we supposed to been doing it. And you know, we be, you know, caught up in everything, but
Right, yeah. I know you be working when you out here, yo.
yeah, we on the grind, you know what I mean? But first things first.
Eternal.
Yes, sir.
And
Oh,
Eternal.
I ain't put the whole thing?
Yup, Eternal, yup.
Got you. Yeah, Chin, but you got something interesting getting ready to happen too, man.
Oh yeah, yup. You know, I'm gonna get back up in there. You know, I gotta you know, I had a long kind of bumpy road in my career, you know, so you know, I want to end it the right way on my terms, you know, before, you know, it wasn't in on my terms. You know, people just heard a part of my story recently.
Right.
So, you know, me and Devin just, you know, he even said, like, man, you know, why don't you get you a few more in?
Right.
You know, a couple more in between when he fight, you know, and just kind of go off on my terms. You know, I missed out on a lot during a big part of my career. So, you know, I just wanted to get a couple more in, big fights, good fights to get the fans, real fights too. You know, like I say, me and Tevin Farmer both agreed to fight. So, you know, I'm sure that'll happen sometime this year, the first half of this year.
Yeah, that's man, I can't. I'll be there for that for
Yeah.
sure. We got Destiny Black, the Queen in Super Chat. Mickey, she said, Mickey, dope interview you did the other day. I learned so much. Give my boy Haney love for me. He's my favorite.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. I appreciate that.
Yeah, champ. So what's the time frame looking like for that?
Maybe I gotta see what Devin is gonna do first with Cambosis. You know, hopefully I think they're gonna make that happen. So, you know, I kind of gotta fit it in somehow. You know, because still that, you know, that's still my first priority. You know, I gotta make sure, you know, I do my part with him. So we're gonna figure that out together, really. So I probably know some maybe in the next 2 to 3 weeks. But you know, I had to start just training anyway, so I need a little bit of time. So I'm looking at maybe it all depend on when Devin fight Cambosis, really.
Yeah. So, but I mean, you still could train while training him, right?
Somewhat, but I really got to put my focus into him on this one. You know, this is undisputed, so. I probably can, but you know, who knows how this might go, you know. If it's a treat, you know, I'm hoping we could get dude here in America.
Right.
If not, we might have to go to Australia for a minute, you know, at least a couple weeks, a few weeks. So it's kind of hard to determine, but I ain't really tripping. You know, I go around, you know, even if I got to wait till after, But I'm sure we're gonna know something real soon on that. So
yeah, because I can't wait to see you back in the ring, man.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna just show how freakish I am. That it's just gonna show that damn, if this dude would have had a busy career, he could have, I could have really been, did a whole lot. I did a little bit, but not what, I had a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. So,
yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah. So, it's hard to really be at your best, going through certain stuff I went through.
Now, people will ask, why Tevin Farmer?
Because to me, that was the hardest fight out there. I like doing crazy stuff like that when it comes to boxing, like how the old school fighters used to do. I know Eddie and them was saying he needed to fight. So we said, shit, I'm like, shit, I'll fight him.
Yeah.
Under Devin and the top few, I think he the best, especially him coming up, I think he the best around that division. Besides like the Tank and the Devin and the top few in that division, like the Shakurs and around that division, I think that he's the best one. So I want a real fight to show, like, damn, if he can jump in and get a dude like that, then, that's crazy at my age, where you supposedly to be old in this sport. I like doing stuff like that. Same as I did my last fight. My last fight was Kambosos.
Right.
I did the same thing then. I was off 3.5 years. I went down to Mexico a couple years before with no training, just fought 20 seconds. Other than that, my real last fight was 3.5 years before that. That was my last fight 2 years ago. I jumped in and fought Kambosos. That was actually the fight to fight Teofimo. And he edged me on the split decision. A lot of people, in their opinion, they said it could have went either way, but I did the same thing then. I just jumped up in there and fought a guy that caliber. So, I would want to fight like Tevin, any top fight. So I figured with him, that's a pretty big fight, to get back in there with. So, I'll fight anybody. They can call me to fight Ryan Garcia, and I'll fight him, and I can beat a dude like that, So them the kind of fights I want.
Yeah, the Bless 365, the Queen in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Just this one, because it's not working.
Let me see.
She says, "Salute, Mickey. Love your humility and humble spirit. Salute to you, King."
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah, because it's not working. I don't know.
That's to charge your laptop or the this?
My laptop. Yeah.
I have that.
I got to figure out how to do that, Blue. How to drop some bread up on here. I gotta figure out how to do that.
Yeah, it's a little money symbol in the bottom right hand corner that you click on, and then you follow the steps right there.
Oh, okay.
Salute to the Queen, though. Yeah, so what they don't know, see, I'm around you, so I know you in shape. You know what I'm saying?
I look, see, this the thing with me. I look like I'm in shape because I don't put on a lot of weight. So
right.
I ain't in nowhere near boxing shape though. Like, I just, most fighters you see, they get chubby and get kind of big. I just don't really gain much weight. But
right.
I'm in, like, I'll say this, Devin kept my timing good and my brain sharp. Training him like really made me it made me a lot sharper and smarter, because watching him and my other young fighter Amari,
who's another
it keep me sharp, real sharp, because I'm more critical helping them than myself. Like, I want everything to be, it's a difference training and fighting, two different things, but you gotta pay more attention, even training even more so. So I think that helped me, and keeping up with them guys kept my reflexes sharp. That kept my reflexes sharp. But yeah, I actually got to get in real boxing shape. Like, I'm in decent physical condition now, because I started, running and doing that kind of stuff for a couple of weeks. But it don't take me too long to get there.
Benjamin Harrington, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, "Did Floyd Mayweather have anything to do with your career coming to a halt for a while?"
Yes, yeah, but I don't want to make him the complete blame because it he had a cousin that was managing me that we had a lot going on behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was a team effort as a
yeah,
whole.
like, hey, y'all make sure to let's break a record today if we can, man. Send a lot of bread, man, because we finna
Yes,
go
sir.
in. We about to go in and put some real stuff
Yes,
out
sir.
there, man.
Yes,
So
sir.
make sure it's Sunday. Make sure y'all go ahead and send all that bread in. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but man, it's weird, man. I'm gonna keep it real. Like I ain't going with Floyd. I can't. He did a lot of great things for me. So
Mm-hmm.
I just think that it ended a certain way, but because of somebody in the middle. And
Mm-hmm.
we ain't go into all of that. Whatever you want to know on this
Absolutely.
story. But I'm gonna keep it real because I ain't here to bash Floyd or a lot of people. That could get a lot of clicks and attention. But I ain't a clout chaser like that. So everything I'm saying is just stuff that I'm just basically reciting the actions that took place. It ain't no
Right.
it ain't nothing, no malice in my, in me to just say and put extras on stuff just to make it. But the story is crazy, so automatically it's gonna seem like a movie or something.
Right, because you know what it is. LB 225 brother in the super chat dropping that half a hundo on us in the super chat. He says salute at Blue Blood Sports TV at Mickey Bey. He said continue covering and strength to you, my brother. You hashtag Trill Boxer Talk interview shines light on the fake and foul types like play feather, no going through the motions. From a Trill OG, hashtag LDBC. Salute LB225, great brother in the super chat, dropping that half a hundo on this.
Yeah, I appreciate that too. But yeah, that's what I want to make clear. Like, it like, we'll get into it once you start asking the questions the way you want to ask it.
Right. So my thing is this, right, when it comes to that, because obviously everybody we look at is Mayweather Promotions, we automatically say the most identified person is Floyd Mayweather. But I feel like this from your standpoint, and you could tell me if I'm right or wrong, right? Is it that, his fault comes in where because your relationship is with him, and then he trusted in somebody else to be able to take care of your career, and he didn't pay attention. So indirectly, he's to blame as well. Is that how you look at it?
Yeah. Like, even though, because, really, this is just a part of my career. So, so when I tell the story, I'm just not holding it back no more. That's the only difference. Like, when people ask, like, what happened to you? Like, you just wasn't fighting for years. You could have thought that maybe I was bullshitting or just quit or whatever. That wasn't the case. So now I'm just starting to tell, what happened. So, that's the thing. Like, with him, it's like that. And that's why I said, when you got a fighter, like even me training Devin, he got to be my first priority, because I know how that feel for it not to be the case. Like, Floyd was still active when I was fighting for a while. Like, so I understood, like, man, this cat got huge fights. That being like a big brother, you show him respect, by not bothering him. And I didn't want to be one of them dudes that was tugging on him, but at the same time, by me not doing that, he had the guy that he had managed me didn't have no experience. He never managed this and that. He got placed in that spot at a bad time, and it was a lot of errors made. So that was my thing with him. Is like, damn, like that was a wrong move, That was the wrong move. Like, he should have knew better than that. Like, people make mistakes, but that was a bad mistake, that it costed me. That was my only thing.
And two, right? And let me get to these super chats again real quick. Destiny Black Queen in super chat. Mickey, keep your foot on them. Make sure you get the dirt nap from Black Jesus, aka Devin Haney on Cambosis.
Oh, for sure. That's definitely gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
The Blessed 365, the Queen in the super chat, dropping a half a dub on us in the super chat. We know you're not trying to bash Floyd, but we're not about to play with nobody Reg his cousin Mickey, period.
Oh yeah, no, oh definitely not. Yeah, no, it's
Facts.
yeah. I'm just, I'm gonna just make sure that everything is as real as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get into it, it's just this part of that people always wanted to know that I never really spoke on. I just took the hit, but it was hard for it was hard for me to go through it because it was all mental. I had to keep it all in because I ain't really I didn't want a lot of shit to fall on Floyd being cool with him, and I knew it wasn't like it wasn't really on him like that, but it was because he placed this guy in this position.
Mm-hmm.
So it's odd. It was odd, like I say, before this cat came in, everything was beautiful when it came to me and Floyd. Like, I can't tell you one thing, and I knew Floyd for almost like 20 years now. So I can't say nothing before that wasn't good. Like, everybody, our relationship always been great. And like I say, it's great with his whole family. Like, I didn't, I know his family, his grandmother, his dad trained me for a while. His uncles, his kids, his sisters, everybody, like I say. So it ain't one of them things that so I want to, tell it how it really is. I ain't gonna make it seem like he just, I got to make it, as honest as possible.
Right. His fault come in. Beef and Cheddar Brother and Super Chat. Big solid salute to Blue and Bay. Mickey Bey is cut from a rare cloth. Seem to be humble spirit. Real ones respect that silent power. I got to check that interview for myself. More success for you and DHP.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Anwar Wills, brother in Super Chat. He said, salute to brother Anwar. He said, salute to Mickey Bey. Cleveland on deck. All love.
Yup. You already know.
And my thing is, like, when it comes to that, it's the neglect on Floyd Mayweather's part to pay attention to details, seeing as though this is his promotional company, this is his business, and his relationship with you was before anything. And it was just irresponsible to just leave it up to somebody else to control your career. So that's the fault that he has in this.
Yeah, that's that. When I think about it, and I'm like, man, you know what? With Floyd, what he had done, with this kind of stuff had happened if it was just on him, nah, I could say I know it wouldn't. Right. He just ain't, I just think he got the wrong people running this company. That's the main thing. Like, if he really was the one taking the time to do it, I'm sure it'd be different. But I don't think that he got the passion, to be honest with you, to be a promoter. It's a difference promoting one fighter at a time or two. But promoting the whole company is different. But Mayweather Promotions is different than most promotional companies. It's more like a team, like he made it more like the sign is more like a personal thing. Like, okay, I know this cat. I met this dude. Some of the fighters, a lot of the fighters now, he probably don't really know much, but it's not like a Top Rank or Matchroom to where they just signing talent all over the world, and he got people recruiting and they like full time with it. So it's kind of different than like most promotional companies, and it's not. I think a lot of people get mixed up with PBC. Like, a lot of people was telling me after my last interview, they were saying PBC. That don't got nothing to do with Mayweather Promotions. It does, because that's the platform that we fought on, but PBC is Al Haymon and his team's company. It's not the same thing exactly. Like, people think that, and there's some people need to decipher, and I don't know if you need to like when, because I don't go back and look at comments. I don't even do all of that. But a lot of people were saying that, like, people was merging the two together. It's not the same. Like, when you look at PBC's roster of fighters, 99.8 of them not with Mayweather Promotions. So it's a difference. Like, most of them guys is not with Mayweather Promotions. If all of them not really, maybe the one that's with Al, with PBC, with Al is Tank. He might have one more with him. One more he might have, but Mayweather Promotions fight under that umbrella on TV. So they get mixed up with, like a lot of dudes was, they throw PBC under the bus when something happened with Mayweather Promotions, but it's not just the exact same. It's not the same thing. They fight under that umbrella. It's kind of like Golden Boy. They got their company that might fight with Matchroom now, but you can't put Golden Boy and Matchroom is not the same. I mean, Golden Boy fight on DAZN, I meant.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Matchroom is Eddie Hearn is the one that is pretty much the head of DAZN boxing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like when something happened with Golden Boy, you putting it on Eddie Hearn or vice versa. It's not the same. Like Mayweather Promotions and PB's, like for instance, Ugas or Benavidez or all the fighters that you see, they not with Mayweather Promotions, so it's not the same. Like, it's not. And I think a lot of people get that twisted, so they think that when I was saying what I was saying, they saying, "Oh, PBC this and Al Haymon that." It's a separate thing. Like, it's not the same. Nobody with Mayweather Promotions is with Al Haymon except for Tank.
But you know where they get that from? Because like Floyd Mayweather just did the press conference with Tank, and he's like, "If you with Al Haymon, you with me. If you with Mayweather Promotions, you with Al Haymon." So you see where he just did that with Tank. So that's where the confusion comes in.
He managed. Yeah, he's Floyd's manager. Al, like he was Floyd's manager. So yeah, he could. Who knows? He might own a stock or whatever in PBC. I ain't gonna go in all of that. But I'm saying his fighters is not with Al. None of them could reach Al. None of them managed by him. So that's totally separate. So people got to get that first. Like whatever I was saying ain't had nothing to do with. That was my whole thing. Was he was supposed to manage me? Yeah, I was supposed to be with Al and be with Floyd. That would have been a happy situation for me.
Mm-hmm.
So when I just had Floyd behind me, stuff was great. That's what people don't understand. Like stuff was great.
It's when the other entities came in.
The other cat came in. And this is my story. At the same time, he could have had a good situation with a couple other fighters. It ain't turned out to be the case because he had 30, 40 fighters and all of them gone now. So I think that he just took advantage of whatever power that he had and he just was brutal with the bullshit. So at the end of the day, that was my problem. Like, yeah, shit. If that was the case, if you put Al over here, Floyd over here, that was a perfect dream situation for me. So the fact that this dude got stuck in the way fucked a lot of shit up. And for me to have to just swallow all the bullshit and not really say nothing, I was, it was on the strength of Floyd.
Mm-hmm. Now, what was your relationship with Leonard? Where did Leonard play a part in this?
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest. On every, I'm gonna be real. He was like in the middle because Leonard's slick as fuck. Like he's slick. He know how to play. Both sides. Like and I'm saying it because I heard he threw a little shade at me. Recently. So okay. Like but like Leonard the CEO, but like I say, nobody they separate man over there up under Floyd. Like Floyd, the only one that got power. If something good happened, it's only gonna come from him getting it done. I think now Leonard is the oldest, so he more, he mature and he is a good, like he's smart. He a pretty good businessman for the most part, but basically he just was like a message relator. Like he was just the guy in the middle to relay the message. But my thing is, before I had this manager, I didn't need that. Like I could just hit Floyd up and Floyd just tell me whatever. And that was the good situation for me because once my manager fucking tried to put Floyd way over here, that's what fucked shit up. Like, cause then you start scratching your head and rubbing your palms like, damn, if I fucking separate these two, I could say whatever I want. I could do whatever I want. And then I can go to him and playing good cop, bad cop almost. Like he always use shit like, oh, Floyd said to do this. Floyd said do that. But you know, it ain't take me long to figure out he was, you know, just trying to manipulate shit. Because if you tell anybody that Floyd say do this, you're gonna follow the lead on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it was weird because it's like him and Leonard over here, and then Floyd is over there, and Floyd fucking he might be in Dubai this month, he might be fighting, he might be this. So he could relate whatever message he want to Floyd, and then on the flip side, he could relate whatever he want to me. So, you know, that just made shit all raggedy. And at the time, I was like the top guy or whatever under Floyd at the company. But I was the only one that was managed by him at the time, you know, until after I started, you know, until after the fighters just followed my lead, you know, after Floyd, people seen like, oh damn, shit, he managing him, he looking good, so let me follow suit and let me go mess with dude too, the manager. So, you know, because I wasn't really saying nothing to them, like, you know, my situation was my situation, so I didn't really go to him like, oh, don't mess with him or this or that. It just became obvious after a while. So that's the thing. That was the confusion was caused, like people, you know, because a lot of people do like Floyd and a lot don't like Floyd. So that's why I got to keep shit all the way real, because whoever liked Floyd, they want to come at you just off emotions, and whoever don't like him gonna come at him off emotions.
Right.
That's why I got to paint the picture and be real about stuff, because I mean, my boxing fucking cloth came from the Mayweather family. Like, you know, as far as what I learned, like, you know, I've been with Emmanuel Stewart and other guys too that I learned from. But as far as my bulk of my learning in my career and everything came from the Mayweathers, you know, being with them for so long. That's most of the stuff and the reason why me and Devin is able to click, because Devin got a lot of his most of his schooling under the Mayweathers as well. So I could never take nothing away that he done, but at the same time, I ain't gonna not tell my story. I'm get tired of people asking like what happened and this and that. Like, you know, that's just a part of my story. It got to be told. I can't just ain't nobody give a fuck what was happening with me. You know, the intentions was for me to just fucking just get buried somewhere and hope that I just keep shit quiet like I've been doing. But, you know, I gotta, you know, my story is nuts like a damn movie, and people keep saying it. So it's like I gotta let the shit out. Like I can't hold it in. But it ain't a Mayweather target practice session. But he gonna fall on the end of a lot of shit, because, you know, at the tail end he was a part of, you know, some stuff that, you know, it ain't go right because of, you know, the little lame in the middle.
Right. Alex Adam, brother in Super Chat, he said, salute Mickey Bey on the transparency. Salute to Alex Adam.
Oh, that's all you gonna get. You know, this is gonna be a mean Sunday brunch. That's
a fact. Bless 365, peace, bless to the queen in Super Chat. You mean to tell me they didn't know nothing? I ain't about to play with that cousin. Not today, sir.
Wait, what you mean? Oh, yeah, no, it was intentional. No, I'm saying Floyd didn't, because he got like, all right, you gotta look at it like this. I gotta look at it like this. Like, number one, dude is like, I've been around Floyd since he was early in his pretty boy stages, since he was a fucking, you know, 130, 135 pounder. So it was transformations. Like, at around this point, he was just becoming, you know, he was Money Mayweather. So when you saying shit from a $500 million lens, a $400 million lens, you know, it's a lot that you got to consider. But at the same time, they ain't got nothing to do with me. But yeah, like I say, now when they come to Leonard and his cousin, and especially his cousin, yeah, that was all intentional. I mean, it was all thought out and intentional. I was basically his come up. Like, damn, I'm tired of just eating off of Floyd, because he worked for him like as his assistant or whatever. So it's like, damn, this is my golden opportunity to eat without him, to have something different on the side. So even me and him had a pretty good relationship before he came in and started actually managing me. Like I just sat at the dinner table with his family. That's why the shit is all weird as hell. Like, you know, like I ain't trying to paint him outside of my situation as the devil, but he did some devilish ass shit on in my situation for sure.
Yeah, so now let's get into that, man. What exactly took place? And from the beginning, you came up in the same place, Don King, Al Haymon. You know, y'all from the same place, man. Just tell us a little bit about that.
Oh yeah. It's crazy because my granddad used to box when he was young, and him and Don King was cool. You know, they used to run around together and stuff like that. They went to elementary school, so they was always cool. So naturally, it would have seemed like I was going to sign with him, but that's when you learn just because you know a cat and they, you know, it's kind of a family thing, you know. Don the genius though, man. I couldn't fuck with him because the paperwork and all of that. He, you know, he kind of just like to go off of, I ain't gonna say a handshake type of thing, but you know, him and his family, Don overall, Don is a good dude. He just too much of a damn hustler. Like he still got that street shit in him to where it's like, come on, man, you ain't gonna pull this fast on me. But he, to me, the best promoter in history as far as actually promoting fights.
Mm.
Like, and I think that's what Eddie Hearn is can be the next one like that as far as actually, you know, if he got to, you know, like actually promoting the fights. Like Don fights was sold out most of the time because he promoted it. He didn't like to have a date come out and didn't like basically like, you know, a lot of promoters just put the date out and get the venue, but they don't have no hype or no promotion behind it. Don was the best at that, but that was his personality. Like I got a chance to sit and watch the tape with him at his house when he first started. You know, we watched the VHS and he showed me how he did it, like how he got Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. And, you know, I seen like the meetings with James Brown and how he convinced all of them to do all of this stuff and how he, you know, he convinced them to accept his deal without even having no proof or nothing. Somehow, I mean, it had to be in the stars for him because he went and he got him the money that he promised him he can deliver. And ever since then, shit, for decades, he was on top. But same thing with Al, my other side of the family, you know, grew up with him. You know, Al, the biggest concert promoter ever and a lot of other things. Another real great dude, like, you know, somebody that I aspire to. I don't have no how can I say this? I never say a person I'm like how you word that, like that's my idol or whatever.
Like without saying it's your idol, like a mentor.
Yeah, like from like I look at somebody like that as a bar to like how I would want to be, because of just because of the positions he put people in, like, you know. So on that end with him, and they, it's crazy because they, you know, they both from my neighborhood and everything. They both graduated on the corner of my street that I grew up on, which is a real poor, rough area back in Cleveland. So, but Al, you know, he's different just as far as like personality, but he still is he still got that, you know, that hood side and everything too. So it's a balance, but you know, he's more low key. Like I'm naturally like a low key person too. So it's kind of like in the middle, but just the great things that he did for me to see what he done before Floyd. Like I already knew who he was and knew him before Floyd even got with him, way before. Like, cause you remember the singer Gerald Levert? Yeah, like I met him a couple years before he died. And he just kept on telling me, like, man, you need to get with Al Haymon. You need to get with Al, because I used to be in the studio with him before he died. And this was the year that I won the Olympic trials and all of that. So I'm like, who is Al? Like, I knew who he was, but the way he was talking about him, because, you know, that's how Al pretty much, some of the people we first started with was the OJs, who was out of Cleveland as well. That was Zurdo the first dad, you know, the OJs, the old singing group. You know, so I just kept that. He just kept telling me about him, so I started to put my eye on him, and I actually had a chance to sign with him before anybody. Like outside of his first fighters, I think was Vernon Forrest, Tarver, and Montel Griffin was like his first.
Yeah, and then Andre Berto.
No, I had a chance to sign with him before Berto.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and that's crazy because they made the right move, man. Salute to Berto and them, because shit, they fucking, you know, hit the lottery. But it's crazy because at that time, Jay Prince was my he was more like I was already kind of with him. He was like my sponsor at the time. And he was shopping all my stuff, me, my brother, and Andre Ward. He was like he was managing us. So that was like my first pro other than Emmanuel Stewart. Because, you know, I dealt with these cats early. Like, you know, Emmanuel was a sponsor of mine. He actually bought my first car. So rest in peace to Emmanuel Stewart out of Detroit. You know, I used to live in Detroit as well. It's right next to Cleveland. So we was always back and forth up to Detroit and back. And I used to go spar and train with Prince Nazim, Ahmed, and he took us to train with Lennox Lewis and everything. So that's another great dude. I had to throw him up in there. I had to, you know, salute him because he bought me and my team our first boxing gym in Cleveland, Ohio as well. But yeah, man, I had a chance to sign with Al, but it came kind of crazy the way it happened. You know, it came while it was crazy how it happened because he had hit my lawyer up and was saying like he'd top any deal or double any deal I got on the table. But my commitment already was with Jay Prince, and he signed me and Andre Ward to Roy Jones at the time. But yeah, that was just answering just a little brief on Don and Al and the family and the Cleveland connection.
Now, how did you end up with Floyd and signing with Mayweather Promotions?
Well, here go another thing. See, I was going. You got any good Al? I'll let you. But I was going. The crazy thing is, Floyd was going to sign me at like 17 years old. He was going to manage me. This way before he had Mayweather Promotions. I met him when I was like 17 or something. So I wanted to make the Olympic team. So I didn't want to turn pro at the time. So he respected that. And we just became tight at the time. We stayed in touch. And like I say, I appreciate him for that. So I can't just act like, you know, and just pin him up and just play pin the tail on the donkey with him. Because, you know, I had some of the best moments in my life he presented. So, he was going to manage me, like me and my brother. My brother was a real good fighter at the time, too. He just stopped boxing early in his pro career. He had a pro career as well. He just stopped. So he was going to sign both of us, but I didn't want to turn pro yet, but we always stayed in touch. Like we talked on the phone like every day. So this was as a management thing. So I didn't want to turn pro, so we just stayed in touch. And what ended up happening is my brother ended up moving out there. He had with $100 in a one-way ticket. He just fucking went to Vegas. He had a one-way ticket. I didn't even know that he left, but he just went out there and I ain't see him for about a week. So I'm like, damn, where my brother at? I was hitting him up, and then he tell me like it was winter time, and he like, yeah, I'm outside in the pool, the swimming pool. So I'm like, how you in the pool? It's snowing. And he like, oh, I'm out in Vegas. Like I'm out here with Floyd. And I don't believe him. And he put Floyd on the phone. I'm like, damn. So then, you know, my brother just ended up staying out there and training with Roger Mayweather and with Floyd Sr. And he stayed out there and he just told me how much he liked it. And this is the crazy thing. My brother pretty much fulfilled the prophecy. This shit is the best prediction I ever seen in my life with my brothers made, right? When Floyd was in the 96 Olympics was around the time I first started boxing, right? Our first boxing trainer, shout out to Forrest Caldwell and Willie Taylor too, out of Cleveland. Great teachers. Like, you know, I was blessed. He came up boxing with Joe Louis and all of them, along with my granddad. My granddad used to fight back in the day with Sugar Ray Robinson and all of them cats. back in the day in Ohio and Michigan. But my brother seen the tape, and we got proof for everything I'm saying. I damn near got proof, at least on video or somewhat. But my brother, he said, damn, hey, you got to see this cat. He the best fighter in boxing. I'm like, in amateurs? He said, no, this dude better than every pro and every amateur. And it was Mayweather. This is when Floyd was still in the Olympics. My brother told me this. And my brother said, this is my favorite fighter right here. It couldn't have been nothing but the creator to even to put that. It had to be meant to be. Like, for him to, as an amateur, he said, man, this dude is the best fighter in boxing, better than all of these dudes, right? So at this time, we was with Emmanuel Stewart. So my brother, he put me up on him. So I'm like, okay, but I ain't agree. I'm like, man, this dude, I ain't even gonna lie. Back then, I'm like, okay, he a kid. Like, how can he be better than De La Hoya? At that time, I like Oscar De La Hoya was my favorite active fighter in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man, how can he be better than a dude like him or Pernell Whitaker and this and that? So he like, man, I'm telling you, man, I've been watching him, and we need to get with him and train with his dad. He kept saying this. I'm like, shit, why don't we? At this time, my dad was training us, you know, and the idea was that my dad and Emmanuel Stewart would train us when I turned pro. So I'm like, nah, shit, why don't we could train with Emmanuel? But he like, nah, man, I'm telling you, like, we need to work with Floyd Mayweather Sr.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I kept watching him, I'm like, shit, I agree. Like, I seen De La Hoya a few years later when he started working with him, how much better he got. And then maybe like 5-6 years later, it's just crazy that we ended up meeting Floyd and we became that, you know, close. And my brother ended up just spontaneously just going out there. And he was like, man, they the truth. Like, I'm telling you, like, Floyd is the best. Like, this training is the best shit that I ever been around. We've been around some of the greatest teachers in boxing. And he was like, man, I'm staying out here. Like, we need to work with them. Like, you know, they the coldest boxing system in the world. And, you know, he was right. Like, I can't even, you know, I give him that. Like, man, when it come to boxing, you know, that family and they teachings, man, and what they, you know, is just something different. Like, you know, so, you know, that's how I started. Actually, for my brother, seeing the tape with him in the Olympics and us watching him from then. So that was like, I don't think you could top that prediction. Like, because people Floyd didn't even come pound for pound probably until, or worldwide known until after he even beat De La Hoya. But my brother already predicted this before Floyd even turned pro. So that's just, you know, crazy.
Hey, we got brother Pablo, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, what up, babe? You got any good Al Haymon stories you can tell us nobody knows?
Probably so. Like, a lot of things I ain't gonna really say, because I know he like to be low key, and I ain't like, you know, let me see. All right, I could just say, you know, it's kind of just the way that dang, I'm trying to think, because some certain stuff, when I, you know, if I tell a person, like, I ain't gonna, you know, all right, this is between us, or, you know, it's kind of hard to say once you already put that out there. But
and it's because of Al's you know, he's low key.
Yeah. So, you know, I can't, you know, break that truth exactly. One day, probably in the story to come out, but and like,
but so just tell people that don't know how is Al Haymon, because he's a mystery. What's his personality like?
Man, he just like a real humble, cool dude. Like, but at the same time, he down to earth. Like, he like a regular. Because you got to think, he from the streets. Like, he ain't no, you know, he's a street dude with a college degree. So real intelligent. To me, just a real giving person. Like, I think that he enjoyed the kind of guy to enjoy just making people money, like, over them even being a great fighter. I think that he enjoyed just giving people the opportunity to live a good life. I think that's what I get out of it. Like, man, I just like putting people on, and I like being able to make a whole bunch of millionaires. That was my reason for even wanting to sign with him. You're going to get your bag with him for sure. Like, I mean, you see a lot of his fighters, they could have 10 losses, like Angulo and or anybody, they could get off the bench and get a big fight. Like, he get dudes opportunities that a lot of people be hating, but this prize fighting at the end of the day. Like, if you like any other sport, you could be average and get rich by just being, you know, you got NBA and NFL players that's average that's getting rich. Like, I think that he kind of carry it like that. Like, you know, as long as you good enough to compete, you can get rich with him for sure. Like, and the only other dude I see really doing that now is like a Eddie Hearn that's really giving cats that real bag is him. But I say that, you know, with him, like, it's a humble dude, but you know, but different than, you know, he ain't no, you know, people might think he is square or something like that. Like, he's still a you know, a down to earth cat, just a real good dude, like a real giving person. I know what would have happened with me. Like, I ain't disappointed. You know, a lot of promises was made to me straight out the horse's mouth, but I understand, you know, why stuff ain't happened the way it did. So I'm just pretty much telling my story. Like, I ain't bitching or complaining about it, but you know, it's a good ass story. So why not tell it?
Bless 365, piece of bus to the queen in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Said, Mickey, someone said you're making excuses and that you and Badu Jack had a lot of chances and y'all just came up short. What's your response to people saying that?
All right, name my chances. Now, Badu, he did have a lot of chances, and that's my guy, great dude, Badu. He had plenty of chances. Look at my career with them. How can you say I had a lot of chances when Badu? See, that's what people mess up, is bunching me with somebody else. Like, how is me and Badu the same people? We not the same people. He's still getting, like, he got opportunities through and through. But guess what? He didn't have a manager I had. I got like 2 opportunities. And they was both underhanded. Well, one was definitely underhanded. Like, so I got 2 opportunities. I fought after I won the belt. I fought 2 times after that in like 4 years. How is that an opportunity? And how did you put Badu with me? Yeah, Badu had plenty. Go look at my career. I fought 2 times with Mayweather Promotions after I won the belt. And that was in a 4-year span. So how is that? What opportunities is you talking about? Ain't no excuses. Like, if you listening, I'm keeping it as real as it get. These is just facts. Like, after I won the belt, I fought once or twice. I fought off TV. My next fight after the belt was off TV for no fucking money. Like, and so how is that an excuse? You just a Mayweather fan. You might even be somebody that's with him. So I ain't gonna get all, but quit putting me with other people. Yeah, Badu had a great opportunities, and I'm glad that he did, because he is, you know, a good solid dude. But how did his name come up with mine? I had 2 fights. He had a million fights. He didn't have a manager I had that can fucking pump the brakes on everything. Totally different. And I want to address something too, right? Because I took a hit on this, and this will fuck me up big time. And this what people didn't know. All right. Whenever I get, when I was getting offers pitched, right, it never came in the way that it was coming to most fighters. Like, my manager would put shit out in the media first. So a lot of shit that you hear and it was quoted like I said it wasn't even my quotes. My manager put that out. So I had to take the hit a lot of times. Like, oh, why you turned down this payday? It wasn't me doing it. He put the shit out there because he wanted to back me in the corner to fight. Like, at one point I got, this is a story that ain't come out that could have been got put out, but I just said fuck it and kept it moving. But the crazy thing is, Floyd didn't even know a lot of this shit because I wasn't going complaining about it. But all right, when I won the belt, I had a hand injury way before that. I got hand surgery after that, right? Now I get back in the gym a couple months later just to move around, and I'm using my one hand because I still got a cast on my hand. But my manager come up to me and he was like, man, like, damn, Like, you don't think your hand to be ready, like Floyd getting ready to fight Pacquiao, and you're gonna be the co-main event, and you're gonna get a $1 million payday. So when he said that, I'm like, man, shit, I'll fight anyway with just this one hand, right? Now, what stick out to you on hearing that? Why do you think I said I'll fight?
The $1 million?
100%. 1.2 to be exact.
Right.
Now, I'm glad you said that. Okay, now keep that in mind, right? Now, I start smiling from ear to ear, right? And Big Floyd and my other assistant, who was Big Floyd's best friend, seeing me smiling so hard, they came over to me like, man, what you smiling at? Because I couldn't stop smiling when he told me that. And it was the co. So I'm like, man, what you think? Like, my hand fucked up. But I'm like, shit, what y'all think? Like, he just told me I could be the co-main event on the Mayweather and Pacquiao card for this kind of bag. And they like, man, I don't know because your hand. But I'm like, man, listen, I could beat dude. Got the style I can beat with one hand. And I've been doing it for years anyway. So that was the reason why but that was verbal, right? So this what happened. Maybe like a month later or whatever time later, a press release come out in the media. And it was a press release saying that I was fighting on ESPN 2 days before Mayweather fight. Now, what stick out to you right there?
He said that he was fighting the co-main event.
On Pacquiao's card.
On Pacquiao's fight, right.
Now, mind you, he put the press release out. He already knew this was his agenda in the first place. So people, I didn't even see it. It was people from the media start blowing me up and they congratulate me. I'm like, congratulations on what? And they told me like on the ESPN fight, on the week that Floyd fight. I'm like, well, huh? So I go look and I'm like, damn. Now I automatically call my manager. I'm like, man, what's this shit on the internet about? Now he automatically blamed Leonard. Like, oh, Leonard must have did that, man. Let me call him real quick. So I call Leonard, and Leonard like, man, Mick, DeJuan, your manager been planning this. Like, he already knew this. He planned it. So when that happened, I'm like, all right, like, number one, y'all, you told me the Floyd and Pacquiao co-main event. Not only that, at this time, I'm glad I did have a lawyer. So I'm like, man, all right, let's see what kind of bag he offered. I still probably a fight. Now, this real shit, and I got the proof. He sent me a contract for $175,000. Now, what stick out to you on that?
Yeah, where's the mill?
Where the million at that you said?
Yeah, that's $825,000 left.
Now, this is how slick he is. And this is the crazy thing. If Floyd was to hear this would be his first time even knowing this. Because I never went to him until a couple years, like a year and a half or so later, and even told him, like, man, my manager doing this and that and doing all this underhanded shit. But to get back on that, he sent the contract for $175,000. I'm like, huh? Like, how the fuck I'm gonna go backwards and make less than I made to win the title?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this shit is weird. Like, so my lawyer, like, oh, nah, hell no. Like, he ain't getting there risking fighting with a fucked up hand. Like, his manager told him this. So, all right. So when that happened, they like, oh, okay, all right. We just gonna go to purse bid. Now, I ain't know it was no spite in play at this time. I'm like, all right, cool, fuck it. Now, the night before the purse bid, like 1 a.m, I get a call from Leonard. See, Leonard had to be the bearer of bad news a lot of time. I could tell Leonard was like, damn, why the fuck I got to deliver this bullshit all the time? So I could say that about him. I think that he felt guilty having to sometime. I ain't letting him off the hook, though, because him and my manager definitely was in cahoots for sure. Like, it's a lot of shit that I can even say right now that are fucking people be like, how the fuck was this even happening if I even brought it up? But
was that Leonard and
yeah, like they definitely was like playing together. So I ain't gonna let him off the hook with that. But the only thing is that my manager was just off the chain with his robberies. Like Leonard, I think Leonard still wanted me to do better than, like, I think it would have been more fair if it was at least just Leonard dealing with the situation. My manager never managed and he was young. So it ain't an excuse, but I'm saying I think that he seen me as so much of a lick that he went overboard with the bullshit. So, all All right, so it goes. So the night before the purse, I get a call at 1 a.m. And Leonard like, man, hey Mick, we ain't bidding on that fight. And he like, cause you should have just took that money that you offered, basically saying at 175. Man, I got so mad, I damn near like wanted to go to his house and fuck him up. Like, I'm gonna just be real with you, because the way he did it, and it was spiteful for him to call me. You could have told me this a week before, but I guess they didn't want to give me no time to have no backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
That can be the only reason that you're gonna call me at midnight or 1 a.m. So I called my manager, and my manager come with all this con shit, talking about, oh man, don't worry about it. 50 Cent gonna do this, and this person gonna do that. And Floyd and 50 not even cool at the time. But he just came with all this shit. I'm like, man, don't tell me this shit like I'm some girl or some shit, like you selling me dreams and all of that. So you know, I know a lot of other dirty shit went into it that I don't even want to speak on when it come to Top Rank. I ain't gonna say whether they knew or didn't know they wasn't gonna be it, but to come with the offer they came with, I ain't gonna really say much about that, because you basically, you know, to me, they basically took the title off my hands by saying, okay, you gonna go over here to China because we ain't bid Top Rank 1 and for no money, like fucking a crazy amount. I ain't gonna get all into that, but you got to go over to China to fight for this belt for 20 grand.
Right.
That's how I'd have made probably like 15, 20,000. So my manager still, all right, fuck it. We ain't got to do that. You gonna fight for another belt. So we just vacate the belt. And then I vacated it. Now, none of this shit happened that he said. I ain't end up fighting for the other belt. I got a call to fight off TV instead. And I knew why that was. It was a lot of spite. And, you know, just long story short, that's what happened on that. So when people say, why you turn that money down, and this and that, to the outside person, yeah, that looked, and then they lied about, they said it was 200,000. No, on the contract, wasn't even that. It was 175,000. I like to bring out facts, but that's not that million or that 1.2 that you told me.
Right.
Why would I get in there and fight with a broken hand? I'm the champion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would I get in there and fight? So I had to vacate my belt because of this shit. That my like I got in there and risked fighting, winning the belt with one hand against, I think dude was the top 6 pound for pound or 5 pound for pound at the time that I beat. We had a plan after that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, but for that to get, that's when everything like really hit that downside. So whoever said that was absolutely wrong, because after that, I only got 2 fights with Mayweather Promotion in like a 4-year span. So you got shit mistaken. You must be thinking of Jay Leon when you said y'all got a lot of opportunities. Cause you know, I don't know what opportunities you talking about, because after that I only fought twice. And one of them was a short ass payday. You know, I ain't even gonna, get all the way into that, and it became underhanded for there. Like, man, this dude, we gonna, you know, my manager then was to the point where it was like, it got even worse. All right, fuck it. I want this career to just fucking go to shambles. So I'm gonna really play the game now.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I think we're gonna have to do a part 2 because my laptop is not working.
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
We can do that whenever.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go get me a charger because I got it plugged in. That's what's distracting me right now. Brother Ellis, aka Tags, he said, "Who is your favorite trainer that you train with?"
Oh, Floyd Senior, man. Floyd Senior. He the best, man. Like, especially in this when he was like younger, like, you know, like in them days, like Floyd Senior by far. Like like the way I could explain with him is like he was made to that family, period. Like, I got to get credit when it's due. Like just for him to even make up, like, even though it's different than all these copycats, just for him to be able to make up catching mitts like that, it's different than the outside. It's different than it looked from people copying it, because it's a specific way and it's a real reasoning why we did it, why the Mayweathers did it. So Floyd by far, like, he the most creative, like, dude on the planet. Like, when it come to that, like, you know, for him to even think that up, like, you know, is incredible to me. But I say Floyd Sr. out of everybody. I trained with some other real good people too, and learned from some other real good cats. But if I had to name one, it ain't even close. I say Big Floyd.
Hey, smash the like button, people. We got 1,300 people here, and we got 900 likes. Smash the like button, people.
Yeah, we need 1,300.
Yeah, we should have 1,300 likes, man. Smash the like button. Y'all just sitting there moonlighting, man. Smash it. G5_Gay, brother in Super J says, salute my brother Blue, Mickey Bey, and the chat. Salute to my brother G5_Gay. Bless 365, the queen in the Super Chat. Thank you, Mickey Bey, for keeping it 100. Salute to you, King. Anyone will have done the same thing. Facts. Brooklyn born brother in Super Chat said all these people think Floyd Jr. is Jesus. Bey gonna have to give out free Kleenex with his book.
Oh yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Hold on, he said what?
He said everybody think Floyd Mayweather is Jesus.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like, but when you hear this story, who do it seem like? See, that's where people they sum everything up. You got to listen closely though and see. Hey, no, Floyd is the not in the ring. He the man. When it come to boxing shit, he close to that. I'll give him that. But I'm saying when you hear my story, that's why I got to be honest with it because, like I say, you keep hearing me say who was the fucking who was behind the gun for real, like steering all of this shit. So basically, yeah, his part was just putting this dude in place to manage me, which usually don't happen in the game anyway. You choose your own manager. But like I say, that was his fault. Other than that, that's the main fault on him. It ain't like if my manager wasn't in the way, like I say, I can't think of one thing that Floyd ever did underhanded when it came to me. He might have other stories out there to where he had this happen with that person, but I'm just saying our relationship before that, our relationship was golden. Like it's, it was perfect. Everything he said he was gonna do, he did it. He helped me a lot. Like I say, I moved to Vegas because of him. Like, so it ain't, it's he did more good than bad for sure.
Mm-hmm. J Wash 4, brother in Super Chat. Salute Bay. Salute Blue. Mickey in the city in here. Mickey, the city is in here supporting you until the wheels fall off. Hashtag 216 in the building. Bless 365, the queen in Super Chat said, write your book, Mickey, and speak your truth. Your story deserves to be heard.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, she a big supporter, huh? I've seen her pop up in here a couple times.
Yeah. She the queens always support. It's the kings in here, man. I gotta keep telling them smash the like button. And man, we 1,400 people. We should have at least that many likes. So we got 400 people just sitting there moonlighting. Dre Fon's brother in Super Chat, he said, man, Mickey, you should have been stood up. I feel you. You should have been stood up. I feel you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but at the end of the day, it was a sticky situation when, it's easier said than done. I'll just say that, just based on my relationship with Floyd, his family, even though I took a hit and me taking a hit, meaning my family took a hit. And it was harder for me to take the hit than him, but it was easier said than done because I knew that it wasn't really something that Floyd would have did himself. Like, so it was to me, it was a manipulator in the middle. And I knew that as soon as I said something, all the shit was, I didn't want it to fall and tear up Floyd legacy. Not that it would have, but I'm saying.
Just as a promoter.
Yeah, so it was kind of like, I don't know, it was sticky. You got to think, he came to my rescue a lot in life, so I still believe that shit was going to turn up at some point. So I let time go by, but next thing you know, years went by, and I'm still ain't fighting shit like that. So it's easier said than done, considering, our relationship. It's easier said than done.
Mm-hmm. Drew Titan LLC, my brother, the Drew in the building. We now see why Shakur didn't roll with TMT. Salute. Yeah. And Devin either.
Yeah.
Dre find his brother in Super Chat. Mickey, the world needs to hear your story. Stay up.
Oh yeah, man. You know, it's a lot to it, you know. But like I say, good and bad. See, I'm the kind of dude that I like one thing, I don't play victim because I could never be a victim, like, you know, but you got to tell every part of the story. You can't make shit like everything was just that's the problem. Like a lot of people just only hear the good stuff. Like boxing, the worst sport in the world when it comes to corruption by far. Like I put it like this, I wouldn't want my son to box.
Ish brother in the Super Chat said, "What's up, Mickey? This Ish outlaw introduced us when you was training in Philly. Glad you speaking out."
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yep. Yeah, boxing is like it's the greatest sport when it comes to the science and the actual fighting, and it's the best sport that you could even imagine when it comes to just the art and the science and this the only sport that you can't naturally learn how to do. Like you could pick up a basketball and learn how to hoop at the park or football. Boxing, the only thing that you actually got to have a trainer and a teacher to teach you the proper steps. You can't just look at it and learn how to throw combinations. Like football, basketball, baseball, you can just go out there and shoot and learn how to hoop or play baseball, whatever. But boxing is beautiful in that aspect, but it's just dirty parts because you don't have to have qualifications to get in it. So you could get in like out of, you know, the way it started, it been like a crooked sport. So it's gonna always remain that way probably, but so it's a beautiful sport, but at the same time, it's stuff on the back end that people don't understand. The shit wicked. It's more wicked than the streets. Like I came up in one of the worst fucking hoods in fucking America. And the shit that I've seen and went through in boxing is way worse than the streets, like for real, because most people, what they do in the streets is because I ain't gonna say they gotta do it, but they poor. So like I got my house robbed a few times. And I get him a pass over my manager because my manager, you already in a good situation and you rob me. The people that rob my house, like my neighborhood is poor. So it's probably like, damn, we got to rob somebody. Like, it's the only house that got two parents. They get to eat dinner every day. They got toys and all this shit. It's a difference than the person that's rich robbing you and robbing you for amounts that shouldn't even really matter to you. Like, that's the crazy thing about boxing to me is like, you could be a fucking billionaire or multi-millionaire and rob a dude out of 10 grand, like, or 5 grand. Like, this is the craziest shit ever to me. So it's a beautiful sport, but at the same time, it's crooked as hell though too. Like,
yeah, Ty Baby Queen in the Super Chat, and she said when Floyd noticed what was happening, he should have did something to fix it. Salute, Ty Baby. Peace, bless you, Queen. Brother Tab Investments in the Super Chat, dropping that dub on us in the Super Chat.
What we gotta do? We gotta wait till it cut off or what?
Like, yeah, no, I'm getting ready to end it. I'm gonna end it now. We'll do part 2 later on. I'm gonna go to the store and get me a charger and see what's going on because it just happened right now. That's what was distracting me.
Yeah. I answer old girl though. She said he kind of did, but it was my fault too. It was my fault.
I was getting ready to ask you that. Do you feel like it was part your fault that you didn't bring it to his attention?
I was and I learned a lot from that. Like, it was my fault for being too silent. But that's just how I am by nature. And I'm from the streets. So I was wrong for mixing that code into business and boxing code. That shit was confusing to me. So I was like, oh, I ain't gonna say shit. Like, I'm gonna just it's gonna work out. Like, all right, fuck it. Cause me and my manager we was friends before he managed me. Like, so I still gave him chance after chance after chance a whole bunch of times. Cause I'm like, man, look, why don't we just, and if he would be like, all right, and I would really believe him that shit, cause we'd shake hands and hug it out or whatever. And I'm thinking shit gonna happen. Cause you gotta think, like, I'm close with this kid. It's just a weird situation. So I'm like, all right, shit gonna turn up. He never managed. Maybe made a mistake. I made mistakes early on in my career to where, like, damn, I should have did this or should have did that. So I ain't want to bring it to Floyd because he got big ass fights coming. He got 1 million people tugging on him. They asking for this. They asking for that. He dealing with this situation. He dealing with that situation. I ain't want to be another dude in line on that end. But I should have went out my way, because when I did go out my way, it took a minute, but then he like, man, look, just go ahead, man, and get a lawyer and y'all handle that, whatever y'all got to handle. So I'm like, oh, okay, all right. It's just that when I did that, shit got fixed with my manager, but you know, blood became thicker than water. I wasn't used to Floyd taking somebody's side over. I wouldn't think that he would, but that's his family. So wrong or right, I think that he was wrong in that situation but I don't, when he interpreting shit, the guy in the middle, you know he putting poison in his ear. So it was just the communication with me and him was just fucked up. So yeah, that was my fault. But I ain't finna chase no man down. It's just weird, man. Like, yeah, I should have chased him down for my career. I probably was too laid back into. That's where I fucked up at. So that was my fault. But I ain't want to be chasing Floyd, and he got a million other people chasing him, and he got shit going on. He got people asking for money all day. He got people, man, he got a lot going on. Like, this cat, the richest athlete in the world. I don't want to be another burden on him. So I'm like, I sacrifice some time and just, you know, but I think that I handled that part wrong, because a closed mouth don't get fed. Like, when I thought about that term, like, damn, you know, it's kind of my fault too. Like, I ain't have to get silent and not promote and be out there in the media and this and that. I just kind of went mute for years, and that fucked me up, not him. Because what I should have learned from him is that I could have probably just promoted the controversy, but I didn't want it to fall on him. You know, I didn't want shit to fall on him, so I just fell back, like, and was like, damn, you know. But it ultimately put a dent in me, like, not only in my career, but financially as well. So, you know, but you live and learn. So yeah, that was my fault for not really being more urgent about the situation, but I didn't really know what to do. It was the hardest situation I dealt with in my life.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a part 2 to this, because this is gonna cut off on us, man.
Oh, okay, cool. Shit,
Yeah.
all you gotta do is hit me up. We could do it later, whenever you want to do it. We can finish it up.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go to the store and
So get y'all belly full, man. We gonna you know, we gonna turn it up on part 2.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
Y'all get more likes and keep them donations coming too. Because we giving y'all some real shit. Now all of this shit is 100% facts and truth. Like, I ain't trying to paint no picture or force a perception on nobody. I'm just telling the real shit that happened.
Yes, sir.
So be ready for part 2.
Yes, sir. But yeah, all right, champ. Let me go see if I get a charger. So
yeah, just hit me up. I'm here. I'm at the house. So just hit me up.
All right, champ. Appreciate you.
All right.
Tab Investment Brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. Salute, Blue and Bay. Keep up the great work. Stay up, stay real. Salute to you, great brother. Thomas Davis, brother in super chat. Shout out Mickey. Get Tevin up out of here. Salute. Yeah, I don't know what happened with my laptop, man. It just start dying, man. G5_gay, brother in super chat. Keep speaking your truth, Bay. You're doing it real G way, like a man without slandering anyone. You didn't let it go. Your passion for boxing. Yeah, facts, man. So, man, this whole laptop thing is distracting me, man. Dre Finest, brother in the super chat, he said, I feel you, Mick. I was wondering what happened to you. These promoters and managers are foul. My dad, it's the comments, yeah, blessings upon you. Salute to my brother Dre Finest, Chris, the Prodigy Matthews. Salute to you, great brother. He said, I remember being at Bones Adams gym and watching Mickey spar Chris Algieri. Salute, champ. Hope to work with you a day, and definitely in true teaching. King, salute, great brother. Let me get out of here, people. I gotta turn this off, man. I don't know what happened, man. Man, I don't know what happened, man. But I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I'm gonna do a part 2, man. But we're gonna do a part 2, but I gotta get off of this because it's gonna die on us. All right, peace and blessings to y'all. Peace.